All right, take 94. Sorry. How's it going, everybody? I just wanted to touch base with you before we get into this video and wish everybody happy holidays. It should be Christmas Day that I'm putting this video out. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that liked and subscribed and commented throughout the year and got me to 3,000 subscribers. So hey, it's not 10,000, but I'll take it. I think this time last year I was barely at 1,000, so I super appreciate it. As a token of my appreciation, I'll show you guys this. Decided to do a small giveaway. This is a Westward 6-inch multi-jaw rotating bench vise, part number 54 ZV76. And that is something stuck in my throat. Not cut myself open on the video here. Just showing you that this is not a used and abused bench vise. This is literally brand new in the box, never used. So it's in there. That is it. These things are pretty nice vices. Look them up online. They're about $800 each online. So it's not a Wilton, but it's a pretty good vice. So just pay attention to the video, and I'll let you know a little bit later on how this could be yours. And thanks again for watching. Well, this should be a quick video for you. Show you what's going on here. I did not buy a Crosley. Sorry. Don't want to get your hopes up. Did not buy the Crosley. Pretty cool though. I mean, good yard art. Did not buy the tractor. I'll show you what I did buy. All right.
Yeah, in case you would have told me it was just gonna roll, I wouldn't have wasted my time blowing out all the way. You fucking deal with it.
Well, see if these tires will hold some air and
they were inflated.
get out of here, I guess. Little bad in here. Smells a little lovely. You guys can see that? That is an F code. More on that in a little bit. Show you what we got going on now. Trying to get this thing up out of the ground. Only got a little bit of time to work with.
We get up as high as we can, I can fill the hole with the dirt next to it.
True. Throw a couple bricks in there or something. Oh.
Well, I can fall too far.
Yeah. Sorry about the noise. We'll talk more once you get this thing out of here, but this is what we're dealing with. Oh, now that tire's down. I got to put air in that tire now. Now the tire I put on went down.
I'll grab it from the tail.
This tire was flat. So, what I'm trying to pick up right now is a 57 Ford Fairlane Skyliner retractable hardtop with the engine code F. If you don't know what engine code F is the cat's meow as far as 57 Fords go. That is the 312 supercharged variant. So this is a factory supercharged 57 Skyliner retractable hardtop. And it's original black on black car. So it's got some good stuff going for it. So we'll get out of here so it's a little less noisy, and then we'll talk more about it there. Hold on. I know that wheel's locked up, so. Yeah, just the one locked up.
One's still locked?
Yeah, I thought it came loose, but it didn't.
Fair for sure it would break loose. Oh fuck, yeah, it's stuck hard.
It sounded like it did for a minute, but yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hope you don't mind recording a little bit.
Fine with me, man.
Found your Christmas decorations.
Yeah, thanks. I've been looking for them.
I'm sure you were. Do you know what motor you put in here? Or?
312.
It is the 312?
Pretty sure.
But not the original one, right? Yeah. Blew that thing up a long time ago. Huh?
3 motors later.
3 motors? What year did he buy it?
He bought it brand new.
He did buy it brand new?
Here in Mokina.
Yeah?
Yeah, he bought it from Cooper Ford here in Mokina.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, legit one-owner car.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he titled it to my uncle when he got out of Vietnam.
Okay.
So my uncle had it and he was driving it. So the plates from when he was driving it on the road.
Nice.
And then he found out that one of these rolled across the block at 300 thou. So he went and grabbed it away from my uncle, who had it sitting in a nice garage, all nice and safe.
Well, prices came down a bunch since then, but yeah.
Well, that was back.
Yeah, I know.
But then he came, parked it right where you saw it, and that's where it's at. Well, it was on the road then. My uncle was still driving it.
Really?
And my dad went and took it away from him, and it was in a nice, safe garage, all nice and safe, and brought it here to let it rot.
How long was it sitting here?
Probably sometime in the 80s.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Maybe towards, I don't even remember when it got here.
So these are...
Late 80s, 90s.
So those are factory then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, this car is exactly the way it was bought.
Except for the supercharger.
Right, which he blew up.
No idea what happened to that, huh?
He traded it for an HO train set.
Oh, really?
He regretted that every day. So the kick was, he tried to tell me that one of the heads is legit.
Yeah.
But then when I talked to the guy down in Arkansas, the Ford parts guy, he said it would have been a low compression head. Nobody would have put that on there.
Yeah. So he traded the supercharger for HO train set. Holy crap!
Because he was fed up because he blew up too many motors. Then he was kicking himself in the ass when he thought he was going to try to restore it. And then what's the auction house out in Arizona?
Oh, where's Meekum or Bear Jackson?
Bear Jackson.
Yeah.
He talked to them because he got all excited that there's money now.
Yeah, but
money.
It's.
And they told him, he said, yeah, we'll bring it down here. We want $10,000 a month.
Yep.
We'll restore it, but we're gonna run it across the blocks when we're done. And
Oh, Desert Valley. Right.
Who it is?
The place that restores the cars.
They were
Yeah, and they auctioned them too. Yeah.
And then they were going to auction
Desert
it,
Valley.
but it was a no reserve auction.
Yeah, it's Desert Valley.
Yeah. And my dad's like, well, that sounds good. I'm like, Dad, if you put $150,000 in it to put it back together again, and it goes across the blocks at $100 grand,
yeah,
you're out that money.
Yeah, you're
There's
out.
no guarantee. So as soon as he told me that, I'm like, no, you're not giving it to them and sending them $10,000 a month.
Exactly.
Like, that's stupid.
And I've seen their work. It's not all that great.
Which would have made it a $100 grand car.
Yeah.
After 150 went into it.
All right, well, I'll hook your tractor and I'll see about getting it loaded then.
Want the chain to stay on there until you wick it up?
No, I'll put my own strap on there. I think Doug tried calling me a minute ago. I'm gonna try calling him back. You can turn your air compressor off too if you want.
Yeah, I'll shut down on it.
No, this won't be a will it run video. This is just a will it get pulled out of the barn video. And well, we accomplished that. It got pulled out of the barn. So I don't know if you heard any of that. This is a one owner car. His dad bought this car brand new in 1957 He blew up the engine 3 times and then traded the supercharger for an HO train set. Yeah, that's someone got the better end of that deal, and I don't think it was his father. But this car is potentially already sold. You guys remember that crazy guy who did the solo cannonball trip across the US during COVID in a Mustang full of fuel? Yeah. Anywho, I mean, it's not terrible. Sits all right. I got a picture of it when his dad had the car. It was brand new. It had cruiser skirts on it. Now my buddy made it here before I did, and he snagged one of the cruiser skirts. That's all he found, and he already turned around and sold it. So I'm a little annoyed about that, but it is what it is. Nobody ever did find the other one. I mean, it's rough. It's definitely rough, but it's definitely a restorable car. Like I said, it's black with the black interior. Well, black and white interior, but you know what I mean. And that's a good car to restore. Someone's gonna want to get this one restored, because it's probably $150,000 to $200,000 car restored the right way, being that it's a F-code supercharged car from the factory. And look at the dual spots on it. Those are factory spotlights. Those things are awesome. So I'm gonna get my trailer backed up and get this thing on the trailer. Oh, look at that coil. That coil's pretty cool, isn't it? Sorry about the dirty lens. I didn't realize that for a little while, so I apologize. It was really dirty in there. Still got one wheel that's frozen, so burned through one jump pack. Burned through one jump pack. Got one left. And there you have it. Got me a one owner 57 F-code supercharged, well, minus the supercharger, Fairlane Skyliner retractable hardtop. I wonder if he still got that train set. I mean, it's definitely restorable.
Oh, really? I have a J-hook retractor. There's a cool thing on the door. I got J-hook. You try to scrap it or lift.
Oh, and check out, it's got red line tires. That's sweet. All right, make sure his door closes. Beautiful interior. Absolutely gorgeous interior. Should stay. I got this 421 Tri-Power Grand Prix still for sale as the filming of this video. Had like 5 or 6 people take them around on this thing. No joke, it's ridiculous. Start it up.
Go that way.
The locked up wheel actually helped.
Yeah, but we got to go that way.
I know. He's got to go that way, I know. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Go slower.
Go slow.
Yeah, go forward. Go first gear though.
Try to go to the right a little bit. To the right, right.
You're good. Hey, Jim, help us.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, now you go straight that way. Let me unhook you. All right. Right here.
I think Dalton would love this one.
Yeah, put your barrel down.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Go up a little bit. Go out that way.
Back tire spinning.
Yep. So is this one, Jim.
Nice. It wants to live.
Good, man.
Hey, pop the hood on this thing.
Oh, it's fucking top. Yep.
It's down here, I think. .421 Tri-Power. Whoop. Someone needs to save this car. Who's it gonna be?
So we're free reign on this house. So
Cookie. Cookie. C is for cookie. So there you have it. Got a legitimate one owner 57 F code factory supercharged 312
In half
Ford
a mile,
Fairlane.
keep left to stay on I-355 north.
Ford Fairlane Skyliner retractable hardtop. It is a black on black. It's got the factory dual spotlights with the dual antennas. It was a good looking car when it was new, I'm not gonna lie. So there you have it.
Keep left to stay on I-355 north.
That Grand Prix is pretty awesome. I just shared pictures of the Grand Prix with Dalton from Pole Barn Garage, and gave him a little info on it. So see if he's interested. I don't think he's gonna pay that much for it. So, but it's a cool car. It'd be awesome if I could see someone save it. So I don't know. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Well, it's about a week later. Still waiting for car to get picked up by its new owner. Like 99.9% sure it's sold. I don't know if he wants to say what he's paying for it, so I'm not going to tell you. But just say I about doubled my money on it, so I'm happy. Look at that spotlight. That's the original Ford Spotlight too, with the mirror. Look at that Chicago City sticker, 1970. But unfortunately, it is missing the original supercharger. If you heard him say it, but his dad traded the supercharger for an HO train set in the 1970s. Or 1960s or 70s, yeah, something like that. He said he blew up like 3 motors in this thing and got tired of it, so he traded off the supercharger set for an HO train set. Someone got the better end of that deal for sure. But supposedly has a 312 in it. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't checked. It's got a pretty cool coil on it. It's like finned. No, it's a Delco coil. It's finned. It's pretty cool. And it's got another coil there. But I mean, it's not terrible. These 57s usually rust out all up in here, and it's actually still solid. It's got some rust down here and down here. It's got some rockers tacked on, and it's got rust in the quarters. But believe it or not, like the floors, the frame are all solid in this car. I couldn't believe it. And how you could tell that the floors and body mounts are solid on this thing without even looking underneath it, look at these door gaps. You gotta remember, this is a convertible. They have a convertible with those kind of door gaps and, you know, visible rust. That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, it smells like a barn inside here, but I mean, interior's just about all there. If you look past the upholstery, oh god, it smells bad. It smells real bad. Like, I wish we need to invent a smell-o-vision for you guys. It's got to be a thing. We got to work on that. But yeah, this is a legitimate one-owner car, so it's pretty awesome. They said the guy that's picking this up off of me, he was that crazy guy who drove across the US during COVID in a Mustang loaded down with fuel. Did that that solo cannonball run and set a record. Yeah, so he's gonna fix this thing up and yeah, have his way with it, I guess. Yeah, it's off the road since 1974. It's got the dual antennas. I mean, honestly, you could probably make this a driver with a good motor in it, and it'd be a pretty cool car. Just, I would drive it like this with the quarter panel rust. But yeah, look at the doors closed nice on both sides. Well, I don't latch all that great, but yeah, I mean, the car's not broken in half. See, I was originally told that the car was about to rip in half, so I didn't show much interest in it. And I didn't know it was a F code. Oh, this door's been replaced. Yeah, this door's been replaced. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know it was a F code car originally. Until I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is an F code. And then I climbed underneath it, I'm like, oh, this frame's not broken. So, yeah. Oh, there's a piece of the gauge. I wonder if that's... No, that's not the boost gauge. I thought it was a boost gauge. It's supposed to have a boost gauge in it, I thought, but I could be wrong. It's just the Thunderbird that did. Yeah, you can see that first digit is an F. That stands for the 312 supercharged engine, so that's exactly what it is. Yeah, someone's gonna be pretty happy with this. I think it'll make someone a good car. I threw that wheel and tire on it. The right front is locked up, but yeah, that's close this. He should be here next day or two, I think, to pick this thing up, get it out of my way so I can use my trailer again. Yeah, it's one owner F code 57 Skyliner. That 63 grand Prix that we pulled out of the barn too. See, there was like 6 or 7 cars in this barn. There was a Corvette. If you look at my YouTube shorts, you see the Corvette. Maybe I'll show a picture of it here somewhere. Maybe there. The Corvette was cool. I really wanted to buy that, but my buddy got to it first. It was numbers matching what, 68 small block 4-speed car, but it had a whole bunch of like period high performance stuff on it, and that paint job is pretty awesome. It had like lace and fades, and it was the panel painting. It's cool. It's a cool car. The side pipes, yeah. And there was a 73 Firebird. It had a Hooker chrome roll bar in it, some other stuff. It's a 75 El Camino, 70 El Camino. There was a Crosley wagon. Oh, I can't remember what else, but there was some neat stuff. So this fender don't look too bad, actually. So that's where we're at on that. Oh, the 63 grand Prix. I should have just bought it off him. When he said he'd take 4 grand for it, I should have just bought it off him right then and there, because I had Dalton send me a message about it, and I also had Kevin from Junkyard Dig send me a message on it. They were both pretty interested in it, but unfortunately my one buddy put it up for sale for the guy on Marketplace for $6,000. It's kind of a mistake, because then he had people from like Arizona telling him that the car was worth $20,000. They weren't willing to give him $20,000, but they were telling him it was worth $20,000. So now the guy has the idea in his head that the car is worth $20,000. So now he won't take less than $10,000 for it, and it's still sitting. And I'm like, you gotta get rid of the car, man. Why are you doing this to yourself? And meanwhile, you got people that are legitimately trying to give him $4,000, $4,500 for the car, and now he won't take it. So yeah, if you're selling a car and you have people telling you it's worth X amount of dollars and they're not willing to give you that much money, maybe it's not worth that much. We did find out that it was a 421 HO. This is a 421 tri-power HO, the 370 horse, but the motor's locked up tight. Like it's locked up solid. So, you know, who knows if that block's even good. But yeah, so there's that. And man, I really would have liked to see someone we know pick up that Grand Prix. I'm really bummed about that. But if I don't know, if he decides he wants to sell it again for a reasonable price, I'll keep everybody posted and reach out to the right parties. But yeah, cool car. If this was just a 57 2-door hardtop, or even a 2-door post, I'd probably try and keep it. But I just don't like convertibles. I'm sorry. And you're probably yelling at me, it's not a convertible. Look, it is a hardtop. And no, this is a convertible. What some of you might not know is that, look, see this seam in the roof right here? The whole roof lifts up, and that folds under, and the whole thing folds into the trunk. It stores in the trunk. It's crazy. It's the coolest thing ever. And then there's like there's a panel in the trunk, so when the top's down, the panel folds up and covers like this back seat area. Tonneau cover, parade boot, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they are the coolest thing ever. But I just don't like convertibles. And these cars cost a lot of money to restore. Yes, it's probably a $200,000 car restored, but it might cost you $200,000 to restore it after you find all the right parts for it and everything. So, hey, it is what it is. And focus my time on stuff I like more, like 4-door Galaxies and stuff. So, all right, well, everybody have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll see you soon. Well, with that said, here's how you can win this bench vise. Just comment in this video. Say you want the bench vise. Better yet, comment and add a little something extra. Tell me what your parents drove when you were growing up. I'd love to hear about it. Yeah, just comment, subscribe, and like, and we'll figure out how to get one of these to one of you. And like to keep within the U.S. just to be a little easier on my pocket as far as shipping goes, because I'll pay for shipping to you. Shipping overseas is going to be rather expensive, so unfortunately not at that point yet. But as long as you're within the U.S. or possibly Canada, I have to check on shipping. Drop a comment. Use the word bench vise, V-I-S-E, in your comment. And yeah, and if you want, I'd love to hear what your parents drove when you grew up, because I love hearing about that kind of stuff. So thanks again. Happy holidays.